What'd you think? Right. They like it, Alex. They like it. Well, I said it was 10 stars. The last star I want to ask to come up here, our executive director, Dr. Ann Kademian. Come on right up.
Hey, everyone. Okay, that was amazing, right? The stars of the show. You want to just at least raise your hands or stand up? I know you're coming up. Come on, stand up, stand up, stand up. All right. You're going to come up in just a minute, but I was talking to my colleagues around the table. I said, I think I was ready to cry like 6 times. It was absolutely beautiful. I just want to, congratulate and thank the students who starred in this video, who shared their incredible stories, and who are, the future is in good hands, don't you think? This is amazing, amazing students who are going to do great things in the future. So I feel really good about the future and the challenges we're facing with this group of students. I want to thank all of you for being here tonight. Not only do we have remarkable students who are working so hard, who are game changers, but their families who support them who are here, the faculty and the staff and advisors who support them who are here, the USG team who supports them is here, employers, our amazing board of advisors, and our elected officials who support what we do as well. It takes an ecosystem to do this work, and so I want to thank you all so much. Earlier today, I had the privilege of talking on a podcast. I hope you all tune into it, AKA Innovation. I had the chance to interview Alex Boylan on my podcast. And I'm telling you, it was such a fantastic conversation. Talk about innovation, talk about people with vision, talk about people who bring passion to what they're doing. This is Alex Boylan. And in the discussion, he highlighted two things for me. He said, I do this work because A, it's all about the people. I love the promise and the hope that the people around me bring and just the positive view of the future. And second, it's all about the story. He said, you got to lean into the story, let people tell their story. You have to listen to their story, is what he said. And I think you see that on this amazing show. It was absolutely beautiful. So without further ado, I want to introduce Alex Boylan, the host of the college tour. Give it up.
Thank you. I know. You know what we should do? We should do a selfie right here with everyone behind us.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? You
All
know
right,
what I'm saying?
okay, here we go.
Everyone look alive.
Okay.
Yeah. That's awesome.
How are y'all?
First of all, it's good to be here. It's good to be back on campus. Thank you for having me. Sorry about the broken hoof here. I'm on average 2 college campuses a week for about 9 months out of the year. So I see a lot. This whole idea was inspired because my niece couldn't figure out where to go to college, and my background is making TV shows, and so it seemed like a perfect fit. But this really is special. I would consider this probably the most innovative campus we've been on, or that we focused. To have 9 different institutions, 1 campus, is really, really unique and really, really special. One of the things that Ann says, and you hear it in the credit, is she said, we're all in. And we were spending a lot of time on the first time I was here when we were filming. We got to spend some time today, and I think the best part, it's all coming out in these student stories, but it starts with Ann. It goes to the faculty, it goes to the staff, the administrative, the fact that everyone is all in on this mission. And the number 1 priority is to make sure you're career ready, because there's nothing more powerful than loving what you do for a living. And that's what this institution allows you to go find and explore and touch and feel. And so I want to say thank you to everyone, top to bottom. Most importantly, to the students. I should say this just to understand. There's probably about 60 people on the college tour team that touch this episode in one way or another. How many people you think here that touch the show? There's probably close to 100 people that it takes to make that half hour of episodes. So there's a lot of work that goes in there, and thank each and every person that touches that. But most importantly, the students that are featured. It's brave to stand up here and to tell your story. And that, that's going to be on Amazon Prime and Tubi. And I feel like every other day there's a new platform that's taking the show, and it keeps going everywhere. So I just want to say thank you. You have no idea. I'm in the privileged position that almost every day we get emails from college students that are inspired by other college students. So you don't even know what you have done for the next generation of the students that will be here, for the next generation of students, just to encourage them, especially first generation students, to inspire them that higher education is important. We need to be celebrating this across the country. It's the one thing we all should come together, is that education is so important to, when you think of where our economy is going and where the world is going, we need smart young leaders to take this next journey with us. So I thank you all for raising your hands, being brave enough to be authentic with your story, and doing a fantastic job. You all are just complete rock stars. So thank you for having the college tour here, everyone. It's really great. All right, cheers. Okay. How about I'll sit right here? I'll sit right there. That sound good? Oh. I'm all right. No one needs to clap. I just sat down.
Take that from you. Well, thank you, Alex. All right, now I need some other stars to come up here. We had a few there. Uh-oh, I had the list here. I should know them by heart, and I think I do. But you get nervous, up here. This is actually alphabetical order. It's not the order up there. It's not the order of importance. It's alphabetical order of the last name, but I may not get all the last name pronunciations right. So when I ask you to come up, please come up. First one, Joseph. Come on up. And Joseph, go ahead and hold that microphone for me. You don't have to talk yet. Rory. Anastasia, which some of us have spent a year trying to get the name right. Alex got it just like that. Melina, welcome. David. There he is. Watch out, he may kick you on the way down. Marjorie. And we need an extra cheering session because I believe Marjorie has the baby with her tonight. Her husband is on night shift work, but the baby, right, is with us. But Marjorie, come on down. No, I don't mean no, just you. Just saying. Milena, come on down. Here she comes. Valerie. Miss Valerie. Patrick. And new order, Crystal. You get to be last on the alphabetical. Welcome. All right. So, Valerie, do me a favor. Valerie's got the performing arts background, so you know what to do with this microphone. We're going to have just a couple.
Hello.
You guys can pass around if needed, and somebody else take this one. Patrick, go ahead and take this one. Just a couple of questions for them. A chance for them. And I don't think a lot of them did not know each other before. They might not even know each other now. You have to appreciate people coming from different universities, different times, and all of that. Oh, it's okay. We're going to pass them. We don't have enough for everybody. I don't have 10. Yeah, I just want. You'll get a microphone if you want to talk. That's what we'll do. So I want to see if anybody wants to basically share something about the experience of doing this show that they felt. Now, all you got to do is call for the microphone. We'll get you the microphone. And you don't want to be in a line and everything. You can move around if you want a little bit. Loosen up a little bit. You guys were so good on camera and everything. But what was it about this experience that made you want to do this? Anybody want to jump in there? And Melinda, you get the microphone. See, just like that.
I'd have to say the reason why I decided to film for this TV show was because of my background as a student ambassador here on campus. It just came very natural for me to just speak about the campus, considering that was my job here on campus to do that.
We're going to make you a student ambassador for life. You don't get to regret it.
Yes.
All right. Anybody else want to tell us about why? Because it was an audition. They were not the only 10. We had to make some difficult decisions. But what was it about this that made you want to be a part of the college tour? I know you didn't know probably as much as you should have before you started, so. Rory.
Hi. Sorry. This opportunity came to me at work, actually. My delightful bosses over here brought me a flyer and said, "Oh, do you know that we're doing this on campus?" And I said, "No, I didn't know." And they said, "You should apply." So I did. And then once I got into it, I was super excited, and it was super fun. I had to wake up at like 6 in the morning to get here and film. So that was awesome. But everyone was so nice. Your team is amazing. And just being able to walk around campus and be like, "Yeah, I'm going to Hollywood," is what I meant to say. I'm going to be in a movie. Just so much fun.
Give me that. I'll pass it. Somebody just take it if you want it. Just take it if you like.
Hi guys. So I saw the audition on Instagram because I follow the USG page, and I was super motivated to do it because I met my husband here, and I just wanted to prove to people that it doesn't matter if you have a baby, if you're starting something new, how old you are, like you can still come get education. So this is something that I hope to share with my church and my community and other Latinas like me, because it's just so inspiring. And USG is like a home, you know, like you can come anytime. I walked around the campus before I even got into my master's program, and no one questions you. Not a safety issue, but it's just such a home place, and I still connect with a lot of students and teachers and faculty. So thank you guys for bringing it on here. It was so awesome, and I hope to see this rolling, you know, for years and years to come to motivate others.
Let me change, unless somebody else wants to add to that. You want to talk about your experience? I do have another question, but anybody else want to comment on why you wanted to be a part of it before I turn to another question? I want to ask you, what was it? So a lot of them, when they started off, and we watched this, they were kind of nervous at first, but it's a really great production team that really kind of coaches them through, gives them a little media training. I see Anastasia, you're nodding. You're going to get the microphone. But what was it like going from, you know, the beginning? I have to write a story, then I got to get on camera and do that. Can you just tell a little bit about that experience? I need somebody to give her a microphone there. Thank you.
Yeah, it was absolutely nerve-wracking at first, but I do love the team. They were amazing. The producer, I forgot his name. I still have his number though. Bob. Yeah. It was he. Eventually, like in the beginning, I was obviously completely nervous, but he almost was like a parent at some point because he was very encouraging, and the rest of the people that were filming made me feel very comfortable. But it was a process. I had to memorize lines, and at one point, I was like, okay, let me set aside time for this over my schoolwork. But I mean, it was absolutely worth it. You know, when do you get the opportunity to be on TV? So yeah, I would say it was an amazing learning experience.
Let me toss it down here. I'm going to put Chris on the spot. So you're in front of who every day, right now?
Children and all of the adults on a daily basis. We have to act, be on stage. So it wasn't too hard for me to speak in front of a camera because we are practicing every single day over and over again. So it was definitely challenging videotaping or recording in one of the coldest days I think I've ever experienced.
Was cold that day.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you, Patrick, but pass over for a minute to Valerie, because I'm going to say this. So we learned that Valerie came in with a performing arts background and stuff. So was it a piece of cake for you, or what did you learn from the crew working with them? Anything different?
Hi, everyone. So one of the first things that Bob actually said to me was, you're not acting, you're just being yourself. And that was awful because I was like, oh, this is so much worse, because when you're acting, you're a character, right? You get to hide behind that. Your motivation's there for the character. But when I was like being myself, I was like, I don't know what to do with my body. But Rachel and Sierra were really, really wonderful, and they're around our age. So to be working with a crew that was so close and so relatable, I think that definitely helped ease any anxiety that I had. So I was really grateful to the whole team.
Patrick, speaking of acting, we went to, I remember you walking on a boardwalk a little bit, a couple of times. Like, How many times they make you do that or something? What was the experience like for you? Because they push you a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. They had me walk back on that boardwalk like 7 times. And I remember it was cold, and I wasn't wearing a jacket, and I
You
was
were
like,
trying to
wow,
look
it's
cool
freezing.
yeah.
But definitely the experience was something that I didn't expect going into it, how I would have to reflect on my past and what I became throughout this journey. Like, I started thinking about all the people who've helped me out on my journey, my parents, my siblings, and also like the bickering as well. It's like I said, like, I wasn't originally planning on going to college. So definitely looking back on that and saying like, oh wow, like I didn't want to go to college, and now I'm out here talking about why I'm enjoying college. Like, it's really funny. But I definitely think the producers and everyone who helped out really like helped ease me into being on camera and also being more supportive of me to share my story and also be myself.
And I think you made your sisters proud because they're the reason you got here, and we heard that story before. Let me kick it. Can we get a microphone over to Joseph? Joseph, look. No, you're on. You're on. First of all, tell us about your reason for getting in this program. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this right on the stage with Dr. Kademian there, working at Adventist Hospital at Shady Grove, right? Yes.
Yeah, my clinic was there.
Yeah, you got it. Bring it all the way up there. He's doing that now while doing his nursing program. And we have a president of the hospital on our board of advisors. We're going to make a good hookup to make sure you know everybody at the hospital. But tell us about your experience.
My experience, like, doing
the show. I'm back to that. And why you got involved.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I wasn't planning on doing this.
Why we ask.
I saw it and I was like, oh, that looks cool. Like, maybe I'll do something. So I did my audition tape and I showed it to my little brother and he's like, ain't no way, boy. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm definitely not gonna get in, but whatever. Let me just submit this and whatever. And then I get an email back saying like, congratulations, you've been selected. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I'm freaking out because I'm like, first of all, I'm really camera shy. And like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. And so they're like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to make a script now. And then like, camera's gonna be right in front of your face. And I'm there like, okay, well, we'll figure something out. And I don't know. I mean, the experience, like the crew themselves were very, very nice. I mean, they were really supportive. And I did my homework. I wrote my script, even though like I'm not that creative. So it was really challenging at first, but they were very supportive. I mean, like they made me feel very calm, and definitely like I wasn't as nervous as I thought I was gonna be.
Thank you. Let's get the microphone down here. Melina, you're on. Melina. So Melina, how in the world are you running a business and going to school and studying biocomputational engineering and all that stuff? Were you shy on camera there? TikTok star?
It was just like, it's very different from like having just like me being by myself in my room filming with my phone compared to like a big camera, like 10 lighting, 10 people in front of me. It was very different. It was more stressful, that's for sure. But it was a great experience, and they were very supportive, and they made me feel like comfortable. And even like when I didn't know my script, they would tell me, so I felt comfortable.
You look comfortable on camera. You did a good job. Last time, let's get that microphone over. I saved you for last because David, you were like rocking and rolling. I'm telling you this. I'm got to tell you, no offense, but this guy was like, did he rehearse or I don't know what he was doing? Like, they were like, he is on. If you remember, it was in front of the beautiful pond there, the art installation that we have, and he was just ready to go. And then we had to stop. There was like a little bit of rain, and then we had to come back and have him do it again in the cold rain. And he just got it every single time. And I think it's because of this great career in karate. You're just used to competing and being in front of people. You get to say your last words, but then I was hoping you would end with a karate kick. Are you able to do that in that? Give us the karate kick or whatever move you want, and that's going to be you get the rap.
I get the rap.
So.
Well, I mean, I guess because I compete a lot, I've competed in like big stages with like cameras and everything, but I was actually telling Bob when I started that I was terrified because I can do that, I can compete, but getting in front of a camera, that was that was a little more challenging. But like everyone said, I mean, the common theme is that they make you feel welcome, they make you feel at home, they make you feel heard. I think is the most important part, especially since all of us have different backgrounds. We're very unique. We have different stories. So the fact that they want to listen and actually be authentic to you is what I think made it the best experience possible. And on that note, I'm wearing.
This is a
shoes, so I can't
world-class
really-
karate champion here. Seriously, world-class competition. Can't do it in the outfit, but you saw it on the camera. Well, that's it. All right. Well, that's your student. And Alex and Ann, if you can come back, we're gonna get a photograph. I think we want to bring everybody a little closer together. I'll take the microphones and get everybody. Ann on one side. Oh my God.
Can I say one thing real quickly?
Another injury. I didn't know you had a.
Before we take the picture, I just want to take a moment to say a deep, deep thanks to our marketing and communications team who worked so hard to make this possible. So give it up for our marketing and communications team. I hope you noticed every detail, even the bottles, you know, the popcorn cups, you know, every detail has been thought of tonight and throughout this whole process. So thank you, Steve, Jeff, Kelly, Christy, Suhail, Laura, all of you. Thank you so much. And I also want to say a deep thanks to the college tour team. Thank you so much. It was just amazing working with all of you.
Okay.